Yo, what's up, you guys? It's Apex Boom. Before the video gets started, I would like to give a huge shout out to a phenomenal up-and-coming cook group, Backdoor. Now, I've been in here for a few weeks now, and I can honestly say that the group is awesome. I've enjoyed everything so far. Information is dead accurate. There's awesome group buys, and of course, they have plenty of tools to help you guys cook and even boost your reselling career. Now, if I was you guys, I would hop on this as soon as possible because the group is currently free for the remainder of February. Now, it goes paid in March, so you guys should definitely take advantage of this if you're new to reselling, don't have any idea what's going on, or if you're experienced one, just to get a little taste or a little glimpse of what's everything that it has to offer. Please check it out. Links will be in my description to the group. And also a special shout out to Rental Heaven for letting me use Splashforce for this release. A lot of you guys asked me for a Discord link for Rental Heaven, which I forgot to include last week, so I apologize for that, but it will definitely be inside my description this time, so definitely join in, check them out. Their prices are amazing. If you guys are looking to take advantage of a certain release to cop, definitely check them out. Alright, so first off we have foot sites. I used Eve AIO for foot sites. Why? I don't know, just went off a whim. I also used A and B as well for foot sites. But one thing I noticed at the last minute was I was like, okay, alright, there's a chance that I may end up experiencing some problems with my bots. So just to be safe, let me go manual. So I went and downloaded the Foot Locker app, signed in and all that good stuff, and I waited for the drop to occur on my phone. So I was on I was on technically two different platforms. I was using my bots, then I was using my phone on the Foot Locker app. So when the drop started to happen, of course I started my bots and all that good stuff. Those are already prepped and well, because of course, as you guys know, you have to start foot size tasks ahead of time. You can't start them as soon as the drop happens. You have to let them sort of kind of like, it's like warming up a car before you take off when it's super duper cold. Of course, you never cold start a car and just take on off. You have to let it warm up. So basically that's what you do with these tasks for foot size. So I did that. Man, it was a whole lot of lag and errors experienced on the Foot Locker app at first. Now, if a lot of you guys don't use the Foot Locker app, hopefully this will be like a nice little guide or something that'll lead you guys in the right direction to using it in the future if you ever have problems with your bots on foot sites, or if you don't feel as confident as you were before with using your bot for foot sites. For me personally, when there's a lot of lag experience, I always try to make sure I search up the item, because a lot of stuff will end up disappearing off the app. Literally would disappear, and you'll start getting all these errors and blank pages and stuff like that. So that's what I started doing at first. I just kept on searching up the item and it popped up every single time. And then from there, I would just keep on adding the cart as many times as it said out of stock, or sorry, you cannot add this product, we're experiencing a lot of problems, blah blah blah, stuff like that. I just kept on going and going and going with the flow until I got it to add to cart. But here's the weird thing though, it says I added it to my cart, but when I went to my cart there was nothing in it. So I figured in my head, oh okay, I see what this is. Maybe I need to just restart the app altogether. So that's what I did. I restarted the app, went back in, of course there was nothing in my cart. So started up the same process, went to the shoot. This time everything was completely fine. The site wasn't lagging or anything like that at all. So just always make sure that you're on the site. I want to say ahead of time, but make sure you're on there at the right time, because sometimes if you're too late, it's gonna take you forever to get in. Luckily, I guess I was just lucky this time, I guess. I'm not sure. But I went in, of course, started adding to cart. I maybe did that for like 5 to 7 minutes. Boom, got it in my cart. Started the checkout process, and I checked out on foot sites. Now, while this was going on, I checked on my bots, and completely nothing was happening at all. Now, was I a little disappointed? Yes, but I'm not gonna sit here and just like mope about it or anything like that. I used the right time I used the proxies I used great proxies, especially for this release right here. I made sure my proxies were top notch, so if anything were to happen at all, I at least thought I was gonna be able to cop like 3 pair. Unfortunately, that did not happen, but of course that's the game goes with bots. As you guys know, bots aren't always a guaranteed cop, if you guys may or may not know that. But moving on past that, bots didn't really do anything, unfortunately for me. Literally I can't say no errors or anything we experienced, because it literally didn't do anything for me, so that's literally all I can say. So once I checked out 1 pair, keep in mind I'm on the same account for my Foot Locker account. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I wonder, can I try to go for the 2nd pair just to test the waters to see if they would cancel me? So this is exactly what I did. I backed all the way back out, went back to the shoes, and I tried to get another pair. I started the checkout process again using completely different information. Only thing that was the same was my email, because of course it's on my actual account. So I'll let you guys know next video if they cancel me or not. Because keep in mind, both orders went through though. Both orders went through and all that good stuff with confirmation emails. So I will give you guys an update on that next video. You know, sort of like of an experiment to see if you can actually cop multiple pairs on the same account just using different information. Like I sort of jigged my address a little bit, used a completely different card, modified my name a little bit, all that good stuff. But moving on past that, let's head into the next drop. This was at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's fast forward the clock to 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, here we are at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is time for the Yeezy Supply release, along with a few Shopify sites like Kith. Can't think of any more right now. I want to say Hannon, I believe. Don't quote me on that. But it is time for Yeezy Supply, which is the main thing everybody goes for. Now, as you guys may know, I have a few videos already. If you go manual, if you set up properly manually for Yeezy Supply, you will cook without a doubt. There's not even a doubt in my mind. If you set up properly, if you wait until the last minute to get your tabs together and all this stuff, you don't already have any links or anything inputted, you're not ready, some fumbling around is gonna happen, and you're not gonna, I'm not gonna say you still won't cook. You obviously still cook, but it's gonna be a little bit more challenging. But besides that point, let's get right into it. We're using Splashforce for this release, and again, I want to give a big shout out to Rental Heaven for letting me borrow Splashforce for this release, because I was like, you know what, with this Yeezy release, I know Splashforce is quite the force to be reckoned with on Yeezy Supply. So I was like, you know, let's see what this is all about. Let's see what the noise is all about. So you guys, please make sure to check out Rental Heaven. Now, as you guys will see with the profiles, none of these are my profiles. I only went for two. I went for two, and that was it for me. I was done for the day. So the profile, so the tags you see now and all that good stuff is for slots I'm running. It's not for me. And slots, they are run by me and Obtain checkout. So if you guys would like slots or anything of that nature, but not just not me exclusively, but by other people, if you will, be sure to check them out as well. Obtain checkouts. Now, getting on to the drop, as you guys will see, everything was smooth sailing. As you guys know, with Splashforce or with any Yeezy Supply bot, you can't start your task as soon as the drop is live. You have to wait till the sale starts. Then that's when you start your task. When the drop first starts, there is nothing there. There's nothing in stock. So you have to wait until it actually goes on sale before you can do anything or make any type of move. Now, with this drop, I was very impressed by Yeezy Supply. I was very impressed by Splashforce. I didn't know what to expect going into the release. This is my first time ever using Splashforce, so I was excited, and I was a little hesitant at the same time, because I was like, you know, since this is my first time, I don't know if I'm gonna screw anything up or not. So luckily I didn't. I used 2 different Gmails, and I tried to split it into 10 tasks each, but I ended up doing a total of 18 tasks just to be sure that I would not screw up my Gmails or screw up any CAPTCHA V3s or anything like that. So I had that taken care of, and as you guys will see, almost, I'm gonna say 10-15 minutes into the drop, I'm not sure, I have to go back and check, there was already 1 task adding the cart and checking out. Now the unfortunate thing here is that this person's profile unfortunately had a card decline. So I don't know if they used the privacy card before on a different site, or if enough money, they set a certain limit on it or whatever. But unfortunately, their cars declined. So it wasn't anything necessarily with the bot or with Yeezy Supply, because there was stock was plentiful. So unfortunately, there was nothing I could do about it, or the bot could do about it. It was unfortunately just their card, which is, it sucks, but what can you do about it? And I also had 1 more task that was going to check out, but unfortunately the same thing happened again, where this time it was a different error. It was a 403 error though this time, which I'm not sure what the 403 error code stands for, but it was still unfortunately a card decline. Now, there's one thing I can say though, there were a few tasks that were actually getting past Splash and they were trying to add to cart, but then an error would occur and it would go right back to Splash. So that was one thing I did notice when using Splashforce, but that was not a problem at all. As you guys know, Splashforce is no joke on Yeezy Supply. Same with Project Destroyer and a few other bots out there. Now, with that being said though, would I use Splashforce again in the future? Of course, I would use any bot again in the future. Like I say, I don't discriminate. I don't care about I don't. The way in nature, the nature of bots and things is very, very unpredictable. You can have one bot that's on top one week and then it's down at the bottom the next. So I don't ever discriminate or talk bad about one bot and try to bring up another bot. No, I don't do stuff like that anyways. There's no use in putting energy towards that. But yeah, you guys, unfortunately, using Splashforce, there were no cops. Unfortunately, there were quite a few declines on it though, but there were no cops, unfortunately. So hopefully next time around, there will be a whole lot more success experience. Now, a lot of people ended up clicking on there. I wish I could have did the same. If I would have actually ran my profiles on there, I could have had some type of luck, but I only ran slots for people. But yeah, you guys, how did you guys do? Did you guys do great? Did you guys hope you did better? Please let me know down in the comments below. As always, I appreciate you guys for watching. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. And I will see you guys next time. Deuces. Make sure you're having a good night, day, or evening. Whenever you're watching this, peace.